Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I want to talk about something. I know exactly where I was when this happened. I was on 120th and Crenshaw, going going east, and I saw planes landing. The Hawthorne Airport and all that. And I, as parents, I'll speak for myself, I'm sure uh, this happens to a lot of parents. You get like momentary anxiety per se. It's like, man, what's happening with my kids? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And not make you go crazy, but it's just be thoughts in your head. You get anxious, like for like a split second, a hair of a second, right? And I was thinking to myself, I'm trying to squeeze the hell out of this life so I can share every possible moment I can with my kids. And I was just thinking about like my heart, my lungs, just everything, just my whole temperament, my spiritual well-being, my physical well-being. And I'm trying to articulate it, but I just said to myself, I got to get everything I can out of this life. I can't leave nothing on the table. It's like playing a poker hand and you flop quad aces, right? The only hand that beats you is a straight flush, right? Let's just say straight flush. Ace high, straight flush. You flop it, right? And you want to get everything you can out of that hand, right? For the most part, right? You want to get everything out of you can. And you might check the flop. If your first act, you bet small. Maybe someone goes over the top, but you check again. Depending on your position is how you bet the hand. But moving forward, and then on the river, you try and maximize everything. So you want to get everything you can out of that hand. And I draw that parallel to life. I want to get everyone is blessed to flop ace high straight flush. But if you don't play the hand correctly, you don't get everything out of it, and that's life. And I was just thinking to myself, man, I just want to be here healthy with all my faculties. Uh, um, so I can, play basketball with him. If he plays an instrument, be able to have the coordination or something, to have some aptitude to learn how to play it. Um, be able to mentally stimulate the kid and be engaged, be current, be contemporary. I don't want to be out. You don't really want to be out of season as a parent. You want them to grow up and sprout and be themselves. But you always want to be in a space where the line of communication is there and you're still the parent, right? And I'm driving east on 120th, and I tell myself that requires one of the greatest sacrifices I ever can make, and that is the extra. You got to do the extra now because I'm 40. I got to do the extras, Fred. You got to eat a little less, chew your food a little more, um, read more, stay engaged with your children spiritually. Um, and so there's zillion of things that I could name. And I wanted to do this video yesterday when I went to go charge the car, but I didn't do it. And I just felt that I know there's some parents out there that actually feel the same way I do, man, where we quite possibly could be underachieving in certain categories and great in one category, and they're rarely in sync. And I make reference to that 444 album. Pfft, man, that 444 album is just insanely gifted with gems and inspirations and accountability. man, there's so much accountability in that. If you just take away the beats and you hear how Jay-Z is holding himself accountable in that album, it's just insane. And 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 I know people gonna say it's just a hip hop album, uh, but when you know someone is quite possibly gone through what you've gone through, or you can soon see yourself going through something. I'm talking about as a man, not talking about Jay-Z money and all that. And but just being a man and having the wherewithal to see a man acknowledge his flaws, to see a man uh, allow his flaws to organically heal. You know, you don't hide them with band-aids, you don't hide them with insecurities. I thought that was just a beautiful thing, especially coming from a man who has the money to hide a lot of his insecurities, or I should say, mask to us his insecurities, not to his family or to his wife, but just to us. He has the ability to mask it, and we have no choice but to digest it, right? And I just thought it was just, that album is just, I, I, I can't put into words what it did for me, but I attempted to. But you know what I mean? But get everything we can out of this thing called life, man. If you believe in reincarnation, that's wonderful. If you believe in the afterlife, that's wonderful. But I'm only gonna play the cards I have in my hand. And right now I have an ace high flush. And I need all 8 other poker players to give me everything they got. It's a homogenized stick up. You know what I mean? It's a sterile, organized stick up, right? With no gun. I want everything. And I'm going to let you catch up and believe that you got something in that hand, and I'm going to stick it to you. You know, so at the end of the day, man, hopefully this just gets to you. And sometimes I don't know this to be true yet because it's one of the few times where it's happened to me. That anxiety feeling is maybe your spirit holding you accountable to the things you're supposed to do or the things you tell yourself, or just doing the right thing. And not that I was doing the wrong thing or you're doing the wrong thing. It's just your spirit tapping you on the shoulder, giving you a friendly reminder. You know what I mean? Even when you think life is great, you can be greater. Even when life is good, it can be great. You know what I mean? Um, and I know we go through ups and downs and lefts and rights, and this life is a roller coaster ride. And I get all those emotions, I get all those realities, I understand. Um, in addition to all that, you have to embrace that. I was telling someone the other day that if you lose Monday, it's a 2-day competition. Come back Tuesday. If you lose Monday and Tuesday, it's a 3-day competition. You come back Wednesday. If you lose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's a 4-day competition. You win on Thursday, and so on and so forth. And don't get hell bent on losing. You know, people say there's lessons and losses, right? And that's true. There's also lessons and victories. I want to be the victor. You know what I mean? So uh, I know life is a journey and it's a process to get to. But at the end of the day, the the most independent variable is you. I need to come up with some T-shirts. Independent variable. You are the independent variable. You are the variable that matters, and you are the variable that makes a difference. And I'm relating to your kid's life, but I'm also equating that to your growth, your utopic state of mentality, your utopic state of mental well-being, excuse me, your utopic state of physical well-being, your utopic state of spiritual well-being, financial well-being, social well-being, and whatever other well-beings you want to add to your life. It's just critical that anxiety, momentarily, that moment of anxiety kind of held, not kind of, it held me accountable. And, it could be that, uh, I don't know what could have been, but it was just that moment. I saw a plane landed. All my people in LA know about the Hawthorne Airport. Like the plane, like you're at the red light, and it's literally 10 to 20 feet away from you as it's landing, or 30 feet away because it's still in the air as it crosses as it goes into the Hawthorne Airport. But it's close. If you ever been to the 7-Eleven, not the 7-Eleven, the In and Out by LAX, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But obviously, it scales much greater at In and Out Burger on by LAX. But you kind of feel what I'm saying. I don't know if it was that. I have no idea what it was, but I just felt that I can give a little more. I have to give a little bit more because I'm a little bit older, um, and and I just have to be better at holding myself accountable. And I don't know if this speaks to y'all at all, but I'm just putting this on, give it to the universe and take it for what it is. And I know 50, 60 years from now, and that's the beauty of these videos and Instagram, is that this is going to be the foundation of the Hawthorne's family reunion 100 years from now, right? When we're long gone and buried, and people are going to go to your family, your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids are going to go to your social medias and be like, that was great great grandpa, that was great great grandma, and I just felt that it needs to be said. Hopefully this reaches somebody. But anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. And we're 7 days away from 8 days away from New York. We're 12, 13 days away from the fight. I consider this Tuesday already. Well, it is Tuesday on the East Coast. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.